As much as I loathe Gary Lineker, I find him quite interesting. It's the same thing with many of these extreme lefties on social media, whom I follow and I listen to and I watch and I read what they say, and it interests me. Because like I said a few videos ago, I developed an interest and a fascination with self-righteous, narcissistic martyrs who sell to the people this package that they are victims when they are in fact quite the antagonists. They're not very nice people, and quite frankly this empathy that they claim to radiate towards minorities and other communities, I think it's all fake, and it's all about promoting themselves, hatred or financial gain. I mean, just look at the video I made of New Zealand Marxist Byron Clark a few days ago. So anyway, this is one of my favourite lefties. It's Gary Lineker. Now, Gary Lineker is as woke as they come. And when I say woke, I mean lefty closed-minded. This is a man who recently shit on the British Union flag. He has demonstrated hatred towards people who voted for Brexit in 2016. And he takes every opportunity on his Twitter account to put down Britain, the West, Western values, culture, history, all that. But now he has come out with a story which just literally, I mean, this really takes the biscuit compared to everything else he has said. And most of everything he has said, apart from football, which is his expertise, and I respect that, politically he is quite ill-informed. And I'd even go so far as to say that Gary Lineker's political views are just moronic. So his latest statement, or the latest garble bollocks he's come out with, is that he claims to have been the victim of racist abuse because of his darkish skin colour. So he said on a recent high-performance podcast, "Without being good at sport, life would have been very different for me because I think I would have been bullied at school. I was kind of marginally that way anyway because I was this tiny geeky kid with darkish skin and had pretty much racist abuse, although I'm not. I'm as English as they come, all the time. Even in professional football, I had that a couple of times. I wouldn't ever name any names." He wouldn't name any names because it didn't fucking happen. I think this is an outright lie. And we know that this idiot suffers from white guilt. But this is ridiculous. What he has done effectively is, as a rich, privileged white man, he has appropriated the most victimised demographic on earth. And he says that he feels the same pain as they do. I mean, God, does this man have no shame? That's how it works, isn't it? Am I right? And there's absolutely no need for him to say this because I've known Gary Lineker most of my life. He first came to attention in my life during Mexico 86. And I was a little kid. I had the old Panini sticker book, which I managed to fill. I wish I'd kept that now because that's worth fucking money. And I remember the one sticker I couldn't get was Gary Lineker, and I needed it so badly to finish off. I got it eventually. But I never even entertained the idea that Gary Lineker was of a different demographic. I've always known he is a white guy. He looks like a white guy with who catches a tan very well. And I doubt very much he'd cop any racist abuse from any true racist. And true racist, folks, they're in the minority, all right? They're on the fringe of society. They are not everyone who voted for Brexit. They're not every white man. They're not every patriotic British Westerner who is proud of his people and history, like Gary Lineker and his ilk would have you believe. I mean, why would anyone go up to this guy and give him racist abuse? There's no need for it. He looks a white man. So why would he do this? Why would he say this bollocks? It's such a nonsense. It's bullshit. I mean, looking at his family history, he has no connections to any of the demographic but white. The guy is as white as they come. And I think he's saying this because he is probably trying to, because he's woke as shit now, all right? He's woke as fuck. He wants to identify with a demographic out there that he sees as being victimised all the time, historically victimised, and he wants to be a part of that. He wants to be a victim as well, when in fact he never has been, never is, and never will be. Gary Lineker is an extremely privileged white guy with the right kind of views. He is a leftist. He can say whatever the hell he wants, no matter how extreme, on his social media account, on Twitter, because it's not the fact that he's a white guy. He is a woke white guy. Woke white guys can get away with fucking murder on social media. I mean, if you go to my Facebook page, it will direct you towards woke white guys who are quite dangerous in my view. And they hold extremist left-wing views. And Twitter, nor Facebook, nor YouTube have done absolutely nothing to curb them. Because these people are inciting hatred, murder even, towards white conservatives. And that is their privilege. So, you know, I suggest that Gary Lineker is lying. He's well adept to naming and shaming people on his Twitter account. So why not name and shame these racists who gave him such racist abuse? That's because it didn't happen. It's the same with the old Meghan Markle and her assistant Harry's bullshit story about a member of the royal family who says something racist about their baby Archie. They wouldn't name because it didn't happen. And they didn't want to be caught in some civil lawsuit, which would have cost them a lot of money. So Gary Lineker either puts up or shuts up. He either tells the world who these nasty racists are, or he retracts this stupid lie. I think it's a lie. I reckon this story is about as legitimate as that so-called refugee he had in his house for about a week. It's like that woman in America a few years back. She got jobs in the United States because she identified as another demographic, when in fact she wasn't. She didn't have a drop of that particular demographic's blood in her veins. Her parents were white, and yet she argued until she was, excuse the pun, blue in the face that she was another demographic. This is nonsense. Lefties are nuts. They're fucking insane. I mean, there's a Twitter spat right now in New Zealand where an extreme leftist has piped up who has this unhealthy obsession with a right-wing YouTuber, Lee Williams. You've heard me talk about him, and he's going to take him to court because he said this, that and the other. He's named him. This is the same guy who claimed I was recruiting neo-Nazis in order to turn them into neo-Nazis, full-blooded Nazis, whatever, and stop the Welsh independence campaign. And then he recently called me a paedophile on his Twitter account. But oh no, you can't say anything slanderous about him. Hypocrites, self-righteous, fucking narcissistic hypocrites, the lot. And I'm here to fucking expose them. Or call them out on their stupid, duplicitous lies. Anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you think. Is Gary Lineker black? Did he really get racist abuse? Or is he just a woke idiot spouting nonsense yet again? I think it's the latter. Let me know. And also join my channel. The memberships of my channel, it's growing fast. Many people have joined and they're enjoying their perks as we speak. Just ask these lovely people on your screen right now. And that's that. So until my next video, comment, share, subscribe, and Roger Trout.